The role of kawaii aesthetics and otaku subcultures in shaping avatar norms. In Japan, the intertwined forces of kawaii aesthetics and otaku subcultures have become defining frameworks in the creation and interpretation of digital human identities. These elements inform not only visual design principles but also shape expectations for avatar behavior, emotional expressiveness, and social roles in virtual environments. The resulting character designs resonate deeply within Japanese media, and extend their influence globally, especially through the growing popularity of avatars, VTubers, and virtual idols. The concept of kawaii, meaning cute in Japanese, anchors a dominant visual aesthetic that emphasizes softness, childlike features, and emotional innocence. Rooted in Japan's historical art traditions and accelerated by consumer culture, kawaii design is typified by rounded forms, pastel color palettes, and minimalistic facial features such as large eyes and small mouths. These design choices are aligned with what researchers refer to as the baby schema, a set of traits that naturally evoke caregiving instincts in human observers. Avatars designed with these attributes are consistently rated as more likable and approachable, and they are often further enhanced through motions such as head tilts and playful gestures. This fusion of aesthetic and behavior creates avatars that are not only visually appealing but emotionally engaging, reflecting a uniquely Japanese synthesis of visual culture and effective design. Complementing this aesthetic, otaku subcultures exert a powerful influence over how avatars are scripted to behave and interact. Otaku communities, deeply immersed in anime, manga, and game fandom, have cultivated a repertoire of recognizable character archetypes such as the tsundere, cold then warm, yandere, loving then obsessive, and genki, energetic. These archetypes serve as behavioral templates for avatars, structuring the flow of interaction and emotional cues. For example, a tsundere avatar may begin a conversation with gruff remarks but gradually become more affectionate, mimicking the slow-burn emotional arc familiar to otaku audiences. Such behavioral scripts are not accidental but are deliberately embedded in avatar design to foster a sense of character depth and emotional realism that aligns with fan expectations. Fan participation plays a central role in reinforcing these identity standards. Through platforms like Pixiv and events such as doujinshi conventions, Japanese fans actively contribute to the co-creation of character traits, visual designs, and narrative extensions. VTuber culture exemplifies this feedback loop, where fans influence live content through comments and fan art, while creators adapt their digital personas in real time. In this participatory ecosystem, the boundaries between creator and audience blur, and the collective preferences of the community effectively standardize aesthetic and behavioral norms for digital humans. The historical development of Japan's digital character design also differs sharply from Western avatar traditions. While Western design has prioritized realism, proportionate anatomy, and functionality, often aiming to reflect a user's real-world identity, Japanese avatars lean toward stylization, narrative-driven presentation, and emotional appeal. This divergence is rooted in broader cultural values. Japanese design emphasizes relational aesthetics and symbolic representation, while Western systems often highlight individualism and utilitarianism. Virtual idols and VTubers have acted as cultural emissaries of these norms, popularizing specific standards of appearance, voice modulation, and emotional responsiveness. Characters like Kizuna AI blend kawaii visuals with scripted personality traits and real-time responsiveness through motion capture technologies. Their exaggerated expressiveness and stylized voices mirror anime conventions, creating immersive experiences that blend fantasy with emotional intimacy. These performers shape expectations for digital humans far beyond Japanese borders, illustrating the global reach of Japan's subcultural innovation. However, the transmission of these norms into global contexts is not without friction. While kawaii aesthetics and anime archetypes have been widely adopted and adapted, evident in the global success of characters like Pikachu or VTubers like Iron Mouse, there is also resistance. In some cultures, the cuteness of kawaii is perceived as infantilizing, while the gender roles embedded in otaku-influenced avatars raise concerns about stereotypical portrayals of femininity and emotional dependency. Moreover, cultural references embedded in certain character behaviors may not translate seamlessly across audiences, prompting selective reinterpretation or rejection in international contexts. Kawaii aesthetics and otaku culture also significantly shape gender representation in avatars. The performance of cuteness often involves behaviors that reinforce traditional gender roles, such as submissiveness or emotional expressiveness. Although kawaii traits are sometimes adopted across gender lines in Japan, the broader framework often perpetuates idealized and sometimes restrictive presentations of femininity. Practices such as baby naiku, where male users adopt female avatars, complicate this picture, blending gender exploration with adherence to established kawaii norms. This duality highlights both the subversive potential and the normative constraints embedded in Japan's digital human culture. In conclusion, the convergence of kawaii aesthetics and otaku subcultures has established a distinct paradigm for avatar creation in Japan, one that prioritizes emotional engagement, archetypal behavior, and visual appeal. These frameworks influence not only how avatars look and act but also how users relate to them, participate in their evolution, and project identities through them. As these Japanese origin principles circulate globally, they are variously adopted, adapted, or resisted, contributing to a dynamic and culturally complex landscape of digital human design.